Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Big Bite Baits and Rig It on Monday with the coach. I hope everybody's doing well today. I got Jordan with me today again. I got Brandon with me again. I've got Patrick with me. I got the whole gang today. Patrick's going to be starting with me next week on Monday as well. So we'll start introducing you to everyone and talking to everyone. It'll all be a good deal. But before we start today's show, Jordan, let's talk about clothing now. It's getting to be hot. So you're starting to get sunburned. It's hot out in the boat, riding around, scanning, looking for your spots to fish. You need to try the Paragon hoodie. It's a performance shirt with a hood on the back of it. It's real nice. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in this is the most popular color, the blue mist. It comes in the aqua, and it comes in a mint green. But if you hadn't got one of those, you need to check out your local dealer or the website to get you a Paragon shirt. So definitely the sun shirt. I highly recommend it. Okay, so today we'll save the questions for the end. I think Jordan's got quite a few questions he wants to run by me, so let's do them on the end. So I want to talk about the Fishathlon today. It's like the decathlon, except it's the Fishathlon. So anyway, that's a tongue tie. They're all sitting here laughing at me because that's really hard to say, but we'll talk about what it is. So you can go to the website and get all the information on it. And you just go to the website and bring that up, and in there it'll give you the rules and everything about it. But it's pretty simple. I'm going to go over the 10 baits that you can use. You use those 10 baits, and if you catch a fish on each bait, you take a picture of that fish with the bait, and you send it in. And after you've completed the 10 fish, then we'll give you a free hat back in return. Just something different for you to do. And we already have a winner. Gerardo, is that correct?
Yep, that's the first one.
Already caught his 10 fish on Saturday. He's from, where'd you tell me he was from, Jordan?
He's from Texas.
From Texas. So he got on the ball and got his free hat, and his hat's on the way. And I know he was excited. We're excited because we never thought we'd have a winner that quick. So a one-day deal. That's congratulations to him. So let's talk about what you got to do. It's simple. So you can use a 5-inch suicide shad. And now when I talk about these baits, I want you to understand it can be any species of fish, and it can be any color of this bait. Because some of these baits we made like 30 colors in. You pick your favorite color. We also have a discount on the web too. Jordan, talk about that just a second on how they can purchase baits if they don't have the bait they need.
Yeah, if you don't have the baits, if you order any 10 bags of any of these in any size or color, you get 20% off with the code Fishathlon.
So that's kind of neat. That's another way you can buy bait at a discount. But anyway, so we'll start off with a 5-inch suicide shad. I just want to run the field. We've got the 3.8 Pro Swimmer. Okay.
You can actually use any size of any of these too.
Okay, and you can use any size. All right, you've got your cane thumper. Okay, so basically that's the 3 swim baits that are in the lineup. Then we've got our trailer of the 4.25 Kamikaze swim on, but you can also use a smaller swim on, but that's basically the swim on. Okay, and then you've got its brother, the 3.75 or the 3-inch Kamikaze crawl that you can use to catch a fish on. All right, and that kind of covers the crawl family. And then you've got what I like to call a dragon bait. You've got the battle bug, which is one of Mike McClellan's baits. It's a real good. I know I like fish this on the Carolina rig. So anyway, but that's one of the baits involved. And then you've got the fighting frog, that's all we talked about for several weeks. And like I said, if you can't catch a fish on this one, you're not going to get a hat. So definitely, you got to catch fish on this for sure. Okay. And then you got your 3.75 limit maker, your drop shot bait. And then you got your good shallow water type baits. We have a trick stick, 5-inch. You can use any size trick stick, however. You can even, I guess you could probably even use a small one and Ned rig it and catch it that way, as long as you catch a fish on this bait. And then last but not least, you've got your coontail, 4-inch coontail. So those are the 10 baits. And Jordan, if you want to zoom on those again, that's what you've got to use to catch. And then you win your hat. So anyway, that pretty much sums it up. Like I said, if you got questions, go to the website. There's a whole page there dedicated to it. Tells you all the rules, tells you exactly what to do, how to submit your pictures, everything. And just check it out. And we'd love to have everyone participate. We've got plenty of these hats. We're not going to run out anytime soon. So definitely check with us. Okay, Jordan, let's go to questions, man. What we got today? I feel like talking, so tell me something good.
All right, D. Trevino is wondering what other baits we have that he can Carolina rig.
There's lots of things that we can Carolina rig that we have. I've got several laying right here in front of me. I Carolina fighting frog. You can Carolina rig the battle bug. A lot of people Carolina rig a trick stick. If you want to downsize and get you something it's kind of an old throwback bait from like in the 1980s, you can take a ringworm French fry or a do nothing, as it used to be called back in the day, and put that on the end of a Carolina rig. Obviously, you can Carolina rig any of our lizards or any of our worms. There's lots of different things that we have in that catalog. Probably 50% of everything we make, you could actually Carolina rig. I'll give you one good hint. Try a 7.5 or either a 5.5 swim worm and don't tear the tail. Okay, Jordan, next question up.
That was a good tip right there. Matt is wondering the best wacky wigworm that you suggest.
Well, I suggest to use either a trick stick, and if you just got to put the O-ring on it and do it that way, you can do it with this, or we make what we call a wacky stick, which has the O-ring infused in the center of it, and you just put the hook in it and go. And it's almost indestructible. Trust me, you can hardly pull the ring out of that bait. So that's the way I would recommend doing that for sure.
All right, I have a question from Chandler Allred. Coach, what is your personal best largemouth?
11 pounds, 2 ounces.
Tell us about that.
I caught it on a 8-inch pro lizard. I caught it at Lake El Salto in Mexico. And my personal best on U.S. soil is 10.2. And I also caught it on a lizard, a 6-inch pro lizard, back many moons ago, actually. So definitely.
That's awesome. All right, Reed is wanting to know, suicide shad or cane thumper?
They're both. I think there's a place for both.
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question, but I do think there's a place for both. A cane thumper to me is a little bit of a softer type bait. I like to put it on the back of like a chatterbait. It works real good on an Alabama rig as well. Where like on suicide shad, I like to use it on a spinner bait. I also run it on a Alabama rig. But I think you just gotta kind of pick your poison on that. This is a more of a new school type bait. This is more of an old school type bait. So I think either one of them, I know. Both of these will catch a fish.
Awesome. All right, let's see. This is probably the last one I have for you. Tags is wondering, how do you feel about fishing the April full moon?
That's a great time to fish. I mean, most lakes in the south and during the April and full moon, you got bass on the beds you can catch. Plus the panfish are beginning to bed. And if you happen to find the right bed, a shellcracker bed or the bluegill bed, then there's usually a lot of bass activity around those beds. So you can kind of have the best of both worlds. You can go run some beds from panfish and catch some fish, and then you can go find them on the bed and catch them off the bed. So there's lots of good things about that time of the year. Usually April is just a real tremendous month, especially in the southeast for bass fishing. And actually during that period of time, the shad begin to spawn. And that happens too, and you get your topwater bite gets started real good. So it's just a good time for all. It's a good time to be on the water, that's for sure. Definitely.
All right, good deal. Tell us about the website one more time, then we'll let you go.
Definitely. I got one other thing I want to share today. You can go to Big Bite Baits to the Fishathlon and buy your hat, get your 10 catches, and get it done. Get it in. We'd love to have you. And in closing today, I just want to tell everyone that Jordan is going to be moving on from us. I've been working with Jordan now for 3 years, and we've been doing this show, and he's become a good friend of mine, and I just want to wish him the best. He's going to work for OB Team Sales as their graphic designer, and he's going to still do some work for Big Bite, but he's moving to Oklahoma, and I want to wish him and his wife the best, and it's been a real pleasure working with you, Jordan, the last couple of years.
I appreciate that.
So anyway, we'll sign off on that, and y'all take care, guys.